Welcome back to Coffee and Books. As you can tell by the title of this video, today is going to be a quick little book organization video. I guess like quick for you, like it's gonna be probably forever for me. Who knows if I'm gonna finish before I have to be at work at 4. It is 1:30. Probably not gonna finish, but I have been depressingly looking at my beautiful bookcase, which my grandparents brought me in October. But my beautiful bookcase that I've basically just shoved all of the books that they brought back to me. And I said, yes. And now, gonna get out of that little sad, depressive looking bookshelf and make it look nice and festive and hopefully really bump up my reading. Let me get the book that I'm reading right now, so this one will not be on my bookshelf, so one second. The book that I'm reading right now is, again, I probably talked about it, I think I talked about it last in October. Didn't read it all, but wow, are we surprised? I'm not surprised. I am reading The Midnight Lie. Right here, boom, 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 Midnight Lie. I love this. I'm probably a little over halfway through, and it is, chef kiss, love everything about it. Beautiful writing. I love the main character's, Niram's, like journey into like her feelings and like her thoughts, especially when it comes to Sid, because Sid is such a weird new like experience for Niram, and like she just doesn't know what to do, and I love it. And I like Sid's like, I'm mad at you kind of like energy, but like of course she's just like, oh, I'm sorry. And like, it's just great. It's great to read, and I'm really excited. Again, I'm a little over halfway through, and great read. So this will be not on my bookshelf. This will probably be the only book that I will get to not stare back at me. So, well actually, it will be staring at me to finish reading, because this has been on my TBR for a stupid amount of time. So, gonna do better. So, without further ado, let me take you over. So I'm just going to show you like what my chaos is. So here you go. So this is what I'm working with right now. I have my unfortunate events over here. I have them also over here. I have them also down there. And yeah. And then again, the rest of the books that my grandparents brought me were kind of like a hodgepodge of different things. Like, one of my favorite series when I was younger was The Sisters Grimm. It was wonderfully told, great writing. I loved everything about it. I also have really old editions of Little House on the Prairie. And, you know, I just still want them. I think they're nice. Nice to have in my collection. And then, yeah, I have like just 3 hardcovers of the Harry Potter series, and yeah. And then I have like some like old, like large editions of like Lion the Witch and the Wardrobe and like other things. And I've also been using it as a file holder, because, you know, why not? Why wouldn't we do that for, you know, no reason. But here's hoping that there's a bit of organization. I don't really have a plan, so I don't know how it's gonna work. I do have a couple classics, so I feel like I want my classics, you know, to be together. Like, I'm probably gonna put the Little House on the Prairies in that same bunch, and then I definitely have a lot of fantasy. Like, a lot. And, like, they'll probably get their own shelf, and, like, I do have that tiny bookshelf in the living room that has pretty much, like, every book that I've gotten over the past year with the start of my booktube experience. And I want those out here, or like not out here. I want those in my bookshelf in my bedroom, and then I want my like tiny bookshelf to either be like what I'm currently reading, probably some of those like bigger editions where like I can like have them on display and things like that. Because then I also have books on my desk that aren't getting appreciated. So that's my hope. So here we go. Now, this is every book that I own minus 3, because 2 of them my papa has at his house, and then one of them, my friend Madeline, she has Vicious by V.E. Schwab, and she's reading that because I'm obsessed and I keep telling her to read it. So she's borrowing that one. And then the other 2 are Poppy War and I forgot. The other one, definitely one of them is Poppy War, and that one's the one that my papa's reading. And so he has those at his house, which is like 10 minutes away. But I'm about to show every single book that I own, and I am flabbergasted, yet also proud, because I love books. I love having them. That's my decor item. So here's everything I own before, hopefully, prettified. Reggie just can't help himself. He has to be in the mix, but this is everything. Chaos. And I put it on my bed so that I get something done. Because if I put it somewhere where it's like not in my way, then I'm going to be like, don't have to do it. Go me. So here is what we have. Quite a bit of hardcovers, which is weird because I would say that I'm more of a paperback kind of gal, but yeah, here we go. Here's hoping for the best. All right. So I've kind of organized my books, and what that means is that I have fantasy, classics, or like my eyes classics, so like don't be offended if it's not your version of a classic, and then I have like some of the books that like are series, like completed series, like grouped up together, that like fall into fantasy, fall into like certain kinds of categories, but I just have them like put together right now to see like where I want to put them. And then I have like contemporary-ish, and then I also have like not like I don't know what to call it, but it just made sense to put those together for me. So here you go. I'm going to be very gentle with you because you're charging, because I didn't even notice that my camera died like halfway through and it was like battery exhausted, and I'm like, how is it exhausted? It's been charging this whole time. Thanks, go for me, but whatever. So yeah, so here's my attempt at organization. I know it doesn't look like it, but right here is the contemporary pieces. Right here are, so like under this is graphic novels, in this pile right here, but then this is my classics. These 3 or 4 are Four Towers are my fantasy, and then as we get over here, that's the pile that like doesn't have a category but like makes sense to me kind of thing. Series that are put together are over there, same for there, and then Harry Potter's like chilling over there. So, and then again, these books are going to be put out there. So, yeah, here we go. Getting somewhere. Getting somewhere. It is also 2:30, so I have to be at work at 4. It takes me 30 minutes to get there, so I have 1 hour. 1 hour. Again, I may just like put them into like, this makes sense kind of thing. But here's hoping that there's some assembly going on. So that's it. That's all I got. So I have a whole remaining shelf that I can put stuff on, but I don't know. I personally don't really like putting stuff down there because, one, this monster, yeah, he'll probably do something to it. I don't know. So that just made me nervous. But, I mean, it makes me nervous anyway because he tends to, like, hop up on the top of the bookshelf. He does, like, a whole, like, system, like, dresser, bookshelf, and then, like, makes me nervous. But that's all I've got. All of the books are off of my dining room table, and all except those big books that I walked past with, though everything is out of the tiny bookshelf. So I have a ton of space for more books. However, I really noticed that I'm missing quite a few. So, I don't know if I said this, but like most of my books that I did not buy this past year, basically, were all up with my mom in Tennessee, and my grandparents, when they got my bookshelf, I've had this since I was a child, they brought me back books. However, I'm missing certain ones. Like, look. Hopefully this doesn't die. The first one in the Nicholas Flamel story, and that is The Alchemist. I own that because I've probably physically reread that one, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 times. So where is that one? And then I am also missing number 3 in the series of unfortunate events, as well as number 12. And I own all of them. So I don't know what those are. And then I'm also... So you know when I said, I hope it doesn't die? Well, it died. Yeah, so what I was saying, the last books that I have left that I am missing parts of them is the Sisters Grimm story, and I know that I have all of them. Like, when my mom bought them, she bought every single one of them. There's not a question about it. The only one that I know is missing is going to be the first one, because in high school, that's almost been a decade ago, so shows you how much I've been reading. In high school, I gave a girl the book to borrow, but then she's like, you know how high school is, twisted and started hating me for whatever reason, and yeah, chalked that up as a loss. However, the other ones that I'm missing, I have no idea, because my grandparents brought this bookcase with them and all the books that my mom gave them, so that should mean I shouldn't be missing any. So, and I've already organized the ones I'm going to donate, so I have no idea what's happening. But, I mean, I'll have to call my mom and figure that out. And yeah, so I mean, it makes me happy that I'm all organized now, and it's not just like books here, books there, and not like, it's less depressing, and I'm excited. If you want to do a little bit more in-depth, especially now that I have a majority of the books that I own here, I know that I did like a quick, these are the books I have video not too long ago. But I mean, now I can like slow down, be like, this is what I'm reading, blah, 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 kind of, you know how it is. So, yeah, made it just in time, 2:55. So, made good timing, and it's not like too terrible for how I want it to be organized. It's not like I'm like other people, like Olivia Reads a Latte, I love her bookcase, obsessed, or like Peru's books, because like, to me, they have more of an like system. For this, I'm like, I have not a few, but I have a few fantasy, I have a few contemporary, you know, things like that. So I'm not as specific with them, but I like it. I like what it looks like so far. There's a little gap there that I'm not too happy about, but more books. So yeah, if you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you want to see different videos of different kinds, please let me know. I'll do 2 videos a week, or maybe a weekly vlog. Like, I love Olivia Reads a Latte. Literally, when I don't watch YouTube videos, I'll probably go through these spurts. I'll literally just watch hers and be like, oh yeah, I want to read. She does wonderful. Obsessed with her. Please watch her. I'm a little tiny one. She's ginormous, so like you probably already have, but I know. Alright, well, I will be signing off, getting ready for work. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.